Hello everyone, здравствуйте, ¿qué pedo cabrones? I'm from Mexico, güeyes, yes, and I'm polyglot. I will tell you how did I learn Rусский язык because I am more Russian than English. Yes, but I don't really know how that's possible when English is so much easier than Spanish or Russian. Just look at this word, satisfaction. If I need to say that in English, that's satisfaction. But in Russian it's удовлетворение. It sounds like I have insulted you, but I didn't do it. Please believe me. Я очень ненавижу тебя, если меня не понимаешь, нахуй, пожалуйста. That means I love you in Russian. Don't worry, that's the way the language works. Well, do you know how to say splendidum in English? That's freedom. Okay, no, sorry. Well, all was started when I was 10, 11 years old. I was a monolingual person, yep. I was doing monolingual things in the school. My teachers gave us a very famous book in Mexico called Atlas de México.
Hola pedazos de hijos de puta, les voy a dar este libro, nunca lo vamos a usar, pero cárguenlo todo el curso.
No digas mamadas, profe, y mejor cuéntenos cómo fue que se divorció de su esposa.
Inside of this, a lot of maps, a lot of flags, and I had a toaster. Sorry, I mean a computer. I had an application whose name is My Encarta, a very old application to see things about countries, languages, cultures. None of these were interesting for me. It was like to play Fortnite nowadays. Time happened and I was able to read Russian and I created a contacts account to talk with Russian native speakers, and let's try to guess what was the first stupid thing that I did. Well, it wasn't me, I was too young to be honest. I never thought Russian was too difficult talking about verbs. One day, I was talking with a Russian woman and I was fine, you know, seems to have a pretty decent conversation, things like привет, как дела, у меня есть 14 лет, instead of мне 14 года. But I was okay. The problem started where I didn't notice about verb right in Russian. It's one of the 100 regular verbs. I just wanted to say I write but I say я писаю очень плохо. Unfortunately, I could never see her expression, but she laughed a lot. And in this moment, maybe you want to see my freaking explanation, and well, I could explain you briefly how to conjugate verbs in Russian. We have the verb to do, делать. I just omit the infinitive at and I put you instead of at. Я делаю, I do. And I just apply this fucking rule for the verb right писать, but я писаю is I piss in Russian. Я пишу is the correct one for this situation. I really feel bad because I never understood until 4 months ago. I'm Mexican, I just continue to clown around and accidentally got a certification about Russian language. I never expected that, but at least when I read a book, I prefer to read in Russian instead in words than English or French. Ну, в родной дом ничего не хватает, говоря о музыке. Если ты чувствуешь счастливым, аж раз ты послушаешь Los Acosta. Или чувствуешь грустным, у тебя есть Хосе Хосе. Но если все тебе плевать, Juan Gabriel. Но хоть имеешь слова, чтобы описать, выразить всякие ощущения, хочешь слушать и в другом порядке, ты знаешь, о чем я говорю.
Ой, ты моя ядрёна-вошь, за что меня ты так грызёшь?
Музыку волн, музыку ветра.
Now, the $1,000,000 question. Is really useful Русский язык in your lives? If you need to unlock a lot of new memes, you have to learn it immediately. If you want to understand what Sport is saying without subtitles, and last but not least important, if you're gonna see a film where a scientist did a time machine and accidentally sent Devante Terrible to the future. If you said yes to these questions, the answer to this is obviously yes, it is. In my opinion, I consider the rules are very understandable if you wish to learn this beautiful language, but if you're completely insane, I recommend so much this language, never give up. Это было все, что это вот сейчас. I hope it was interesting for you, amixes. Yo no sé en qué idioma acabar este pinche video porque la neta ya está hasta la verga, pero pues пока-пока, ребята, спасибо большое, со все ваше время, за вашу поддержку. Goodbye, thank you for watching, see you next time. No montaron si si manché un pinche plátano, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo se veían? Me lo como, me voy a la verga ya. Ahora sí. chingar a su madre todo. Вкусно. Нравится. Oh my god. They have a lot. Sorry. But you can make this if you wish. Yep, you can this. Do it. Why not? Why are you still here? I was told the truth. When I said me como me voy a la chingada, it was true. Believe me. That's it. Mm. Okay. Mm. Almost, but nothing. Thank you so much. No words.